Hi everyone, and welcome to another Music Tip Tuesday. I did miss last week's music tip. Unfortunately, it was crazy, but this week I'm coming with a really good music tip. We're going to be talking about intervals. Now, intervals are something you're going to need whether you're playing the flute, the piano, or singing. The drills for this particular music tip are going to be more vocal based, but that doesn't mean that you can't use them to hear what you need for instrumental, like flute or piano. All right, so let's begin. So the word interval is really kind of a tricky word. When I ask students, what's an interval? They get this nervous look like, I don't know, what's an interval? Oh, an interval really is just the measure of the distance between one note to another. There's small intervals, there's large intervals. So the intervals I want to focus on are going to be the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the octave. What we're going to do is we're actually going to use that solfege, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, to figure out the intervals. So the first thing we would do is that scale. So go ahead and try this. We're going up in steps. We're going from a do, a note, all the way up a whole octave to the do above it. Oop, there we go, the do above it. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So that's the beginning of understanding intervals, is getting that scale inside your ear. The next thing you would want to do is we'll work on the first 5 intervals. Well, they're not 5. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so. So I guess first 4, because do to do isn't really, I guess it is. It's an interval called a unison, but you're never going to actually see that presented as a interval because it's the same note. So let's try that. Do, re, do, do, mi, do, do, fa, do, do, so, do. Let's try that again. Do, re, do, do, mi, do, do, fa, do, do, so, do. Do, re, do is the second. Do, mi, do is a major third. Do, fa, do is a perfect fourth. And do, so, do is a perfect fifth. Now there's a couple more intervals we need to work on. So once you're nice and comfortable with all the intervals from do to so, we add la, ti, and do. So do, do, la, do, do, ti, do, 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 do. Let's try that again. Do, la, do, do, ti, do, 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 do. So those intervals were a major sixth, a seventh, and a octave. So again, major seventh, an octave. So what we want to do eventually is be able to do all of those at rapid fire, meaning that instead of having to go do, re, do, mi, do, we can just go do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do. I know that's crazy, but it sounds like this. Do, do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do. Let's try that again. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do. Now that's the hardest drill in this. Really getting those intervals in a row. The second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the octave. So that's a really good way to start intervals. Again, we sang that scale. We broke up the intervals. We did the closer intervals, and then we did the further away intervals, and then we did them all in rapid succession. All right, I hope this helps you get a handle on your intervals so you can start singing them and start hearing them and learning music faster. I'll see you next time for the next Music Tip Tuesday. Bye.